We are back on North Dakota today, and I have to say it's been a long time since I've been in the Thermidor kitchen. It's been even a longer time since I've met the chef here in the kitchen. Welcome, Trevor O'Clair from Touchmark on West Century. Good to see you again.
It's good to see you, man.
All right. Now, what we're doing today is we're working with some chicken wings. Now, how does this tie into Easter?
I wanted it to be,
Okay. Well, today
We'll make
we
it
are
rabbit.
working with something. Trevor, why don't you tell us what we're doing?
No. Chicken wings.
Okay.
I call it spring chicken. I wanted to have the joke of
About
rabbit
the bunny?
legs, but nah.
About the bunny?
No, honestly, I'm not going to cook these. I just want to marinate them.
Okay.
I'm going to cook them tonight. Don't worry about it. But
Got
like,
it.
But yeah, just a kind of general, easy, this is how I make, like, I hate kebabs so much.
Why is that?
Because
You
I had
hate
to make
making them?
Yeah,
Or-
I,
yeah, okay.
I hate making like anytime I got to put things on things for other people to take off things.
Yeah.
It just feels like wasted time, you know. But I get kebabs present, but they also like if you're gonna make kebabs, like make a whole stick of meat and a whole stick of peppers, a whole stick
Do
of
them
onions.
separately.
Yeah, because otherwise, like by the time your meat's done, the peppers are never right, or like
Okay.
the shapes are always off, and like
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, just make the whole thing in one shot, or just abort all of that and just make stir fry.
There you go.
It's
Exactly.
like we have forks.
It-
We don't need sticks.
Kebabs are more for aesthetics, aren't they? Because
Yeah.
they look good on the plate. They're
Apparently.
colorful and yeah. Okay.
It's lost on me. Just like that was a lot of work for no reason.
Yeah.
But
Because as soon as you set it down on the table,
Yep.
everything comes off
There they
anyway.
come. So this is just a generic, but it's really good. Just a marinade for chicken, or it works for really anything that you're going to grill.
Okay.
So it'd be the steak pieces. It would be good on rabbit. Just
That's where
but it
the
doesn't-
joke was.
But it doesn't have to be. So I'll get rid of these onions so we can
You
stop
ever
tearing up
prepared
here.
rabbit?
I have.
And how do you
Love
you
it.
prepare it?
Not much to it. I just skin it and fry it up.
Fry it up.
Yep.
Okay.
More, I think it's better as like a stir fry than it is trying to do a whole like rabbit roast, if you will. There's not that much to them,
Okay.
but they are good.
So you made these are pretty big chunks of onion. You're not
The
you're not really cubing them down,
no,
are you?
the grill will do the work.
Okay.
I forget.
Now, at Touchmark on West Century, sometimes you're doing breakfast and lunch, or are you doing dinner sometimes, or how do you go about preparing and deciding on a menu?
Mostly I do the dinners
Okay.
and get some creative license on what we want to do. Try and tailor it to the general palate of the.
Okay.
I think fairly German.
I was going to say
really-
now, because the population has probably got a pretty good slice of German, Russian
Yep.
people.
So, yeah.
Do you try and go along those routes?
Absolutely. I mean, it's not all borscht and
Yeah.
whatever, but we certainly do borscht and
Dumplings
liver and
and-
onions. Yeah, a lot of dumplings.
A little nifla soup once in a while?
Not so much once in a while. Pretty much
All the time.
pretty much once a week for sure on that.
Our
but-
soup of the day is borscht or nifla. And tomorrow it'll be borscht or nifla, right?
Oh, but it's not that. I mean, it's not
No.
that lather, rinse, and repeat. It's
Those are good soups, though.
but when it hits, it hits. You know.
Sure.
I try not to do mashed potatoes and gravy for every meal, but I could.
Yeah.
It's certainly a popular request.
And what are some of the meats that you prepare? I'm just trying to think back to growing up in a household like that. There were some staples that we had.
Oh,
Roast beef.
You're South Dakota. You're not.
Yeah.
But there's just
We aren't
this-
that much different.
No. But it's just it's the North Dakota argument of what's pigs in a blanket.
Okay. Pigs in a blanket to me were cabbage with meat.
Cabbage
and-
rolls.
Yeah, cabbage
Okay.
rolls. It had the meat, the hamburger, and also the rice in
Rice,
there
peppers,
with
all
a
the
tomato flavor to it. What do you call pigs in a blanket?
Well,
A hot dog wrapped in a
It should be
pancake?
like a sausage in a pancake.
that's
You know, I
true.
mean, because otherwise, with the beef, there's no
True.
there's no pig.
Yeah, that's true. Well, they call it hamburger.
There's truth in that.
There you
Yeah,
go.
why?
All right, we are down to about 30 seconds. You've got your onions and your red and yellow peppers
Yep.
chopped up. We're going to make a marinade. We're going to take a break
I'm
first
gonna
of
drop
all.
these wings in here
Okay.
just before.
And what are we doing during the break while the people are watching these?
I'm gonna wash
fine
my hands and
sponsors?
get this.
There you go. All right, we're taking a break. We're going to come back. We're going to finish these when we return to the Thermidor Kitchen and Event Appliance. Be right back.